Hey, what's up, guys? It's Topics. Wanted to go over the recent Warrior class changes and tier set changes. So, this is probably over 24 hours or close to 24 hours ago now. So, I apologize for being a little bit late, but getting this up as fast as I can for Prot Warrior enjoyers. So, for the tier set change, Luck of the Draw, which is our proc from the tier set, duration is increased to 12 seconds, was 10. So the proc is basically giving every time you proc this, shield wall is going to proc for, I think it's 4 seconds. Might be 6, but that's not going to change. So we're still going to get the shield wall. But the duration of the proc is 12 seconds. And what that means is right now it's giving us increased critical strike chance and damage on shield slam. So we're basically just going to have that damage increase a little bit longer. And then shield charge cooldown reduction increased to 12 seconds. So the CDR on shield charge is going to be better. So we're going to have this ability a lot more. It used to be 6 seconds of CDR, now it's 12 seconds. So that's pretty crazy because we were already going to have it available every, I believe, 30 seconds before, and now we're going to have it available even more, which means we could be casting this up to like 3 times per minute, which is insane because usually you'd cast this at the beginning of the poll right now on live, and that would probably be it. You might be able to cast this like 3 times per poll, which is insane because shield charge right now actually gives you shield block. So you could actually use this ability as a way to keep your shield block up right now on live. And if you're getting this 3 times per minute, you could literally almost solely use this to keep shield block up. You may only have to weave in one other shield block cast, which means you're going to be able to dump a lot more rage into Ignore Pain and your offensive abilities. So this all ties in very nicely with the flow of Prot Warrior right now and helping keep our mitigation up, which a lot of people don't think about. When they think of shield charge, they just think of charging to your enemy and doing some damage. But yeah, this is going to give us a lot more shield block uptime, which means we can dump more rage into other stuff. So that's really sick. Those are awesome changes. And then let me go over to the class changes if I can get to them. Class changes. Here we go. Go down to Warrior. Okay, so this is just aura modifier. Instigate talent is now going to generate 2 rage every time you cast Devastate instead of 1. So that's really, really good. It's going to give us a lot more rage. Depending on how many times you're casting Devastate, could be like 10 times per minute, maybe more, but you're gonna get at least 10 more rage per minute, which it's noticeable. It's nothing crazy, but it's a little bit. And then Colossus, no stranger to pain. Damage prevented by each use of Ignore Pain increased by 20%. So yeah, this is a new modifier, so you're literally just getting 20% more damage prevented by Ignore Pain for Colossus, so that's good. For Colossus, you guys have been ignored for quite a while, so you're getting something. And then here's just general talents. Barbaric Training is no longer going to cost 10 more rage, so you're still going to get the 25% increased damage to Revenge, but it's not going to cost you more rage. So this is basically just a damage buff, right? Because you're just going to have more rage to work with, which means more casts of Revenge or Execute, or potentially even dumping it into Ignore Pain. So this is just overall good quality of life adjustment. The value of this Blood Surge proc is going up, so you're just going to, the damage from Deep Wounds has a chance to generate 5 range. This is just going to proc more. So this is just more rage. So this is great. So we're going to have, in addition to the tier set changes, Prot Warrior is just going to have a lot more rage in general to use for other stuff. And we're also getting, damage buffs as well. So Ignore Pain, they're just changing the formula here. So if you can see here, instead of attack power times versatility, The green is how it now is going to work. It's just versatility. So this is actually a nerf, because instead of ignore pain fighting through 50% of damage until attack power times versatility, it's just versatility. So it's actually fighting through less damage. But I think the reason for that is because with the rage changes, we're actually going to be able to pump way more rage into ignore pain, so we're going to be able to keep it up more. So I don't really think this is that big of a deal. It's tough to tell how this is going to be until there's some testing done, but I'm not too concerned about this because of the extra rage they're giving us now. Hopefully this isn't just like a balance out act. But yeah, either way, this is all good. We're getting more rage here. We're getting more rage here. We're getting more rage here because this doesn't cost anything. And then with the tier set changes, being able to cast Shield Slam way more, we're not going to have to dump rage into keeping shield block up. We're going to be able to dump it more into ignore pain and offensive abilities. So this is definitely a net positive on our rage. So, you know, that's going to mean more tankiness and more damage. So Prot Warrior in a really good place. I'd be optimistic and really happy about this going into Season 2 if you play Prot Warrior. I think they've definitely come back, if not more than come back, from the initial nerfs when the PTR first came out for this spec. The damage is going to be very good, I think, especially in single target. I was seeing Prot Warrior on PTR raid testing, and the single target was pretty crazy for Prot Warrior. So, which is a place we used to lack more, and that's just because they put such emphasis on buffing Shield Slam. Shield Slam is like a crazy OP ability now. So, good changes. Really happy to see this. I definitely think Prot Warrior is looking like at least one of the better tanks, top 3 right now, maybe even top 2. It's just really lacking utility in Mythic Plus, so hopefully they address that. Otherwise, I have a hard time believing it's going to be meta with its lack of utility and how much utility you need in Mythic Plus right now, but at least the damage and tankiness is there that will definitely be viable. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.